Look what I found on trail. The other side of the post has an AT marker on it. Let's do this again. Good morning. It's day 88 and I am up at the AT now. It's 0.2 off from the shelter. I know 2 people left already, but I think there's like 13 other people. There were 15 when I went to my tent, and someone else showed up, and I'm sure some other people showed up, but huge crowd. Problem now is we're going 21 miles to the next shelter that I'm going to, and far out says there's only 6 tent spots there. When I got here, there were 4 taken already, so probably should have started earlier. But oh well, at least it's not a weekend anymore. Yesterday was Sunday, although not officially a weekend when it's Sunday nights, it's still kind of. But 2.3 miles is a little picnic area with trash, so I'm looking forward to that because I'm still carrying my McDonald's coffee cup with me. But it's actually gonna be a pretty rough day. I think it's gonna be 3 degrees cooler than yesterday, but we don't have like a 12-mile water carry. So before the shelter I'm going to, there's going to be another water source about 7 miles out, so that's pretty good, but also a lot of climb right after that. So all right, let's go dump off our trash and start off our day. No sun yet, but it just coming up. Any second it's gonna come over those hills and blast me. I think this is Black Rock in itself, and that's a summit up there. I think the trail is going around, but there's this little spur, and I think that's how you get to the top. Doesn't look too hard. Let's try it. I'm gonna keep my backpack on. Let's see if I regret it, but it looks like it's that rock that I can see from here. So let's go up there. Nice. I don't think I'm quite at the summit yet. I think it's this guy, but I'm just below the next set of highest rocks, and there's the AT right down there. Not too far down. It's just the rock scramble up. I pretty much just use one trekking pole, one hand to hold the trekking poles and one hand to pull myself up. But this is, what was it? Rocky Top? I don't think it's Rocky Top. I forgot the name already. Let's go down though. Got a long day ahead of us. I don't know if they made it this way or it just came that way, but you pretty much walk down this ravine, wrap around this rock, and pretty much just climb whichever way you can. Fortunately, nothing's wet and nothing has gravel on it, so everything's super good traction. You could even just go that way if you want. You can do whatever you want as long as you don't hurt yourself. You can do whatever you want to get to the top. All right, let's go. Bugs are coming out. Up straight ahead, there's some low clouds over there, but we'll come back to it. Right now we're gonna head off this little side trail, and it goes to a day use area, and they have trash cans. Let's get rid of my trash. At least I hope this is it. Yep, this is it. But we are on the other side of the parking lot to the trash cans. I bet there's another trail that comes in closer. But good enough. It's nice, it's a day use area. They all have picnic tables and fire rings. I don't know how many people have fire rings during the middle of the day and go home. Maybe for them, daytime refers to 8 p.m. maybe. It just stays bright for so long. Trash. Let's get rid of trash. The trail just dumped me into this parking area, and I was so busy looking for where the trail continues that I almost missed this glorious view. Pretty nice, right? Look at all the clouds down there. Low. And what's funny is you can see under the clouds and you can see the valley below. I guess we're pretty high up, huh? Right next to the AT, there's a huge campground, and the AT just kind of goes around the southern end of it. In fact, we go around 3/4 of it, really. So earlier I was going south, and now it looks like we're heading more east just from the sun. So I know the general store is on the east side of the campsite. So once we start going north, in a little bit, I might find a turnoff to go to the general store. It should get closer to the campground as we head north. But I like to go in. I heard it's open. I'm not exactly sure what they have, but I would just love a cold soda. That's what I want, a cold, sweet, bubbly drink. Maybe 2. And then we have a water source coming up just like half a mile after that. I'd just like to stop in for something cold right now and then continue on. But I know it's gonna probably take a little extra, more 5 minutes of my time, but we're doing all right. At 9:15 I did 5 miles already, and since we started out at 7:15 or so, that's pretty good. I hope to do at least 11 by noon, and that'll be like 10.5 more for the rest of the day, and that's not too bad. I won't get to camp really late, maybe 5:30. So that would be good, 5 or 5:30. I could go to sleep earlier too. I didn't sleep enough last night. I woke up in the middle of the night. My sleeping pad was losing air. Did it this morning as well. I hope there's no leak. Yeah, I woke up in the middle of the night, had to go pee because I drink a lot of water, and got back in to the tent and I actually drank more water, filtered more water, and drank some more water. I think that's better for me. And yeah, didn't sleep that well. I was super sleepy this morning when I woke up. So I'm looking forward to sleeping more tonight. I hit the intersection and I went up there, and it was a little bit of a steep climb up there, but sadly there's nothing. The store is completely closed. Shelves are empty. There's some plastic sheets tossed over things. Doors are locked. The water refill station isn't on. Drinking station isn't on. Pretty much nothing. So as of I think April 25th, there's nothing going on at Lost Mountain General Store, so don't bother. But fortunately, we have a spring coming up very soon, so I'm gonna get my fill of water there. There's a short little side trail. Let's see what we see. Waynesboro, somewhere down there. That's kind of west. I guess west is more that way. Well, it could be Waynesboro, since we're heading north away from it. So yeah, it could be southwest. Oh, it's sunny up here, but the wind is so cool. So nice. This is my windy time pose. Oh. Whew. Okay, so let's head back, and I think we're going down now to the water source and drink a whole lot of water. Look what I found on trail. It's one of these black, I believe they're black rat snakes. Look how shiny he is. He's so cool. His body is so shiny. And he's a tiny one. Tiny, tiny, tiny little guy. Looks like he's going down the hill. I won't be able to see him anymore, so guess I'll say goodbye. It's been 10 miles since the last water source, and that water source was a spring, a piped spring. I haven't seen a natural body of water like this since 8 miles before, so 18 miles. So nice just seeing water like this. It's nice seeing water like this just in general, but when you're drinking it, it's super nice. I'm gonna put my pack down and drink a lot of water and eat something before I head out. Whew. Back flushing is pretty easy. You just take the sports cap and you just basically just shove it on and it snaps into place. And let's see how dirty the water is. I'm guessing it's gonna be pretty clean though, because most of the water has been really clean that I've been filtering. So here goes. A little bit of dirt. Not bad. That last water source was pretty nice. I stayed there for a while. I ate a bunch. I filtered a bunch of water. I think maybe 3.5 liters altogether I took from there. And best of all, I like rinsed all the salt off my arms, some of my legs. And I find it feels like it might chafe a little, like in between the legs if I get too salty. It'd be nice if I could take my shorts off and rinse the salt out of there. But I did take my shirt off. My shirt was super white and salty. And I think that's part of the reason the bugs were attracted to me so much. But I did take it off, rinse it several times in the water, squeeze it out and put it back on, and it gave me it's like a jungle. It gave me the chills putting it right on, but now it's mostly dry already. Some parts are damp, but it's so nice just getting your clothes wet and putting it on. It's another hot day. So I think the rest of this week, or at least the next 3 or 4 days, it's supposed to be more normal. It's not supposed to be as hot as yesterday and today. So I won't have to do any more extreme measures or anything like that. But a couple miles more to the next water source, and then we have 7 miles, not up, but lots of up and downs, and to the shelter. Unfortunately, at the end of the day, the shelter's 1,000 feet up. For some reason on Far Out, when I do planned routes and I look at the elevation profile, it used to show me all the different items and I could click on them and it'll tell me the information, but I can't get it to show again. It happened before and it went away. I don't remember what I did. I just did a bunch of things until it came back, but I gotta try to get that working again. But 9 miles to go and it's 1 o'clock. Every time I hit a road, this is a Skyline Drive, by the way, that goes to the park, I feel like it's all abandoned or something. Nobody's here. It's so quiet. There's one car coming. But for some reason, it's super quiet. There's hardly anybody here. I mean, it is a weekday and all, but they didn't wave. But yeah, it's really weird. It's so quiet. There's some hikers out there, but it's overall very, very quiet. All right. I've been trying to get these bumblebees for a long time, and I finally got some photos. I think I'm gonna get some video of this guy. He may not be perfectly in focus, but oh, where'd he go? Well, that's a surprise. I don't know why, but I thought I'm hitting the 900 mile marker like right before the shelter. And then I saw this. You see it? $900, and this is the 900 marker on Far Out, so 900 already. We still got some time today. We still have some miles to do, but 900, here we go. Next one's 1,000. I can't wait to break that. I don't know where that is. I'll have to look it up. Don't want to miss that. Here we are at Simmons Gap. There's a ranger station. There's a road right there that takes you over. And they have a tap that they let hikers get water from if we go over there. But the comments on Far Out says maybe 0.2 miles up the trail there's a good water source, and there were several comments and one was relatively recent, so let's risk it so we don't have to walk all the way down to the ranger station and we could just stay on the trail. And then this will be our last water source until we hit the shelter, so I'm gonna chug one and carry out 1.5. That's the plan. What I did wrong yesterday, I remember, was I chugged one and I carried out 2, and that was for 12 miles though. But I was dehydrated before I chugged the 1, so that 1 was basically nothing, and I was thirsty within a mile after leaving that water source. So that was not good. This one though, I'm pretty hydrated. I've been drinking well, and so I'll chug 1 and I'll have plenty to make 6 miles. It's gonna be 1,000 up, 1,000 down, and then 1,000 up after this water source. But hopefully it all works out. Here we are, 0.3 miles up from the road intersection and 100 feet up, and I think this is it. The trail seems to go up much quicker after this, and this might be the last chance to grab it, and it's 0.3 miles, so it's flowing pretty well. In fact, the bigger stream is on the other side. I'm gonna go over there, but it's flowing pretty well. So let's collect, and I'm taking my pack off for this one because I'm gonna filter at least 2 liters here. But it's pretty nice. It's always nice when you can get water higher up, so you don't have to carry your collected water 100 feet up for no reason. That happened a bunch of times on other trails. A while back I camped out with 3 guys and they said the Shenandoahs are supposed to be easy. Check this out. There's a trail and it just goes up. I don't know how it looks on video, but it is steep. I just hope that's the peak right when it hooks there, but that is steep. Nothing you can do except put your head down and just push. I think this is a relatively fresh fall. But of course, the vine that's on the top part is poison ivy, and it goes the whole length. It looks like everyone goes this way, and what's funny is there aren't as many hairs right there. I don't know if it's because people's pants and legs have rubbed up and just scraped it away, or hopefully it's not legs. See that? Much less hair right there. Earlier I was like, I wonder how salty I am now. And I looked at my shirt and it's like, oh, I'm not salty at all. It's pretty good. But then I realized the saltiness comes after it dries. It's just wet from sweat right now. So we'll see how it looks when we get to camp, which should be in 0.7 miles, hopefully. Oh boy, did I just get slammed. I thought this intersection was the intersection to the shelter. It is not. It's just the intersection with another trail. I knew it was coming. Let's head on to the shelter intersection. Should be up there somewhere pretty soon. But I was so happy to see that. Not as happy anymore. So let's not get our hopes up, but I'm pretty sure this is it. In fact, I don't know. I always think I see the shelter, but it's always not. High top hut. And spring 0.1 miles. That's super nice. I thought it was gonna be 0.2. Often it's always 0.2. Oh, I do see the shelter. Oh good, I think I see colors in front of it. That'll mean there are other hikers there. And the thing is, the spring is down a little, and I really don't want to take my backpack down to the spring and back. So if there are people there, I could just leave my backpack and let them watch it, so no bears get to it while I go get water. I don't like to leave my pack unattended, so. All right, here we come. Yep, fortunately there were 3 people here, so I got water and I claimed the tent site. The tent sites at this shelter area are way better. So much less rocky than the other one. The other one was like super tons of rocks. I kind of think my sleeping pad is leaking because maybe I rubbed it up on some rocks, but I'm gonna have to check my tent floor for holes later. But there are tent sites pretty close to mine, but I mean, oh well. Yeah, there's one site right here. Here's my site. And then right next to me is another site. And then there's another site over there. That one's actually further away from everyone else. I probably should have gone there, but good enough. Check out the view outside my tent. Man, the GoPro is washed out. It doesn't show how nice it looks. But anyway. So I'm in my tent. I brushed my teeth, put all the food away, so I'm ready to go to sleep. I met a bunch of cool people over there. One of them was another Marine. He got out 3 years ago, and he thru hiked AT each year after he got out. But what was his name? Six Pack. It's not because of his stomach. It's because of what he brings out of his town every time he leaves. But for me, I'm in my tent now. I just got to clean up. My legs are filthy. Everything is covered in salt. I rinse myself out quite a bit, but I have to wipe myself down. I know I guess it's too much, I don't know, but my groin area feels salty, so I have to really wipe it all down, otherwise it's gonna chafe tomorrow, because it's supposed to cool down and it might rain a little, but it's just when you have salt against your skin and you're rubbing, it just does not feel good. So that's for now. And then I actually have to do some things I didn't do yesterday because I just went right to sleep. And that's it. So if I don't say anything after this, thanks for watching. And I will see you tomorrow as we do another 20-mile day.